The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
We don't need no stinking podcast. Oh, no.
Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
You play ball like a girl! Oh, yeah! Come on to play!
And Leon's getting larger.
Nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while?
Woo! Look at that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I'm Tyler.
Aw, so enthusiastic. As always, let me hear you say,
Collective Soul, man.
Collective Soul.
Actually, I met one of the people from Collective Soul.
Oh, you shop at Best Buy too?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. So guys, if you don't know, this is a show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and everything in between. So let's go ahead and get started off. Top Gun 2 is apparently a thing now.
Why?
Well, Tom Cruise in an interview said that Top Gun 2 is, quote, definitely happening.
And I need money.
I need money. Exactly. Yeah, apparently it's going to be happening. Tom Cruise is going to be a big part of it. So
Yeah, I heard he's strapped for cash right now. The huge divorce and alimony payments.
Well, I mean, he's got some good roles behind him. I mean, how in the world?
See, I'm really doubting that mummy film.
Mummy film? You don't think it's gonna be any good?
I got a feeling it's gonna kind of fly right above the radar to where it's not a blockbuster, but it probably makes back its budget.
Yeah, it's like barely. That's considered a failure nowadays, though.
Yeah, make them at the budget.
I don't know. But if they do a Top Gun film now, which it looks like apparently they are, do you think it's going to be any good?
Okay, they have to go fish up a lot of that. Tom Skerritt's still alive?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know if he's dead. But he was actually an alien. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
Tom Skerritt was an alien. But yeah, they could fish up some of the cast wherever they're working at now and kind of get them together for the film.
Yeah, I mean, what's Val Kilmer done these last few years?
What I've heard is he's actually working at Best Buy along with the guys from Collective Soul. Yeah, he does checkout.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I think he's put on the equivalent of another Val Kilmer in recent years. So I don't know. He's a little chunky. He looks like the Michelin Man.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they could do it well. Tom Cruise is the epitome of a movie star, and if he says something is definitely happening, it's most likely because I think it's because he really wants to do it. I think he's been wanting to do this for years, but he said he doesn't want like a bunch of CG things going on in the air and like explosions and stuff. He wanted it to be practical.
Let's ask the most important questions. Will Kenny Loggins be involved in this production?
I sincerely hope so.
Well,
yeah.
Will he create a new theme song?
Our executive producer, Andrew Small, just cheered
when
we said Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins, man. Like, you couldn't watch a good 80s movie without him doing a song for it.
I know. It's probably going to be some crappy like dubstep song now. That's a remix of it.
Oh,
the danger zone. And it's going to suck. And I don't know. It's going to be something the studio's like, we're going to have the Danger Zone song. And they'll have it playing on the radio. And it's like, I don't want to listen to this stupid stuff. And they'll turn it off and they'll be listening to something else.
Oh, it's somebody's ringtone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. They'll throw it in somehow. And they'll probably have the end song be something like a remix
Ariana
of it.
Grande is going to do it.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to be the bomb. Why would I say that? I don't know. I'm sorry.
I wish you had explosions.
Whoa! Who is that? Kenny Loggins.
What?
Oh my goodness! I think he's taking us to the danger zone right now because he split us in two.
Grizzly Adams himself.
Oh my, yeah, sure. He was a grizzly man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would look forward to seeing it. Tom Cruise is always fun to see in movies. He's got a lot of hits that came out in recent years and a few kind of like fumbles. I mean, he doesn't really have a failure, does he?
Night and Day.
Night and Day. Yeah, I mean that was a pretty big flop. I gotta say that was a pretty big flop. But Edge of Tomorrow was really awesome.
I loved Edge of Tomorrow. That was good.
Doug Liman was the director.
That was actually an anime film.
And yeah, it was. I think it was a manga or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was this, one of the.
And then we're getting the second one. So I mean, Tom Cruise is like the king of franchise movies. So I mean, the Mission Impossible movies are churning them out. He's like the Robert Downey Jr. of the '90s and '80s.
I'm waiting for a Legend 2 from him. Like
Legend 2.
If he's gonna do like Top Gun, I want Legend 2 or Cocktail 2 or.
I don't think we're getting.
Like,
I think this.
I
seems
sequeled
more
all
likely.
his '80 movies.
Well, apparently they're filming this soon. They got to peg down a director because I don't know. I haven't heard directors about this. But who out of all the directors you know of that are working today, who would you like to direct this?
Roland Emmerich.
Oh no! Let me push that because it gets overplayed.
I'm joking. I probably want something like J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams would be a good director.
That would be pretty cool. That would be.
I'd watch that. Although I think the planes would be CG if he did it. I don't know.
Nah, and that'd be fighting aliens. So.
Yeah, he's more of an extraterrestrial guy. But yeah,
pretty
who
cool,
knows?
though.
Guys,
Yeah.
if you have an opinion on this or anything that we're going to be talking about anytime during the show, please leave us a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We might listen to it.
He might. I'm not going to do it. I don't
Speaking
read
about not going to do it, Charlie's Angels is
Oh,
going to get a
no.
reboot in
No,
early
why?
2019.
No.
And apparently, guess who's manning it? Woman in it. Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks is in charge. Our favorite Rita Repulsa.
Straight up comedy film now.
I imagine it's going to be kind of a satire, kind of parody kind of thing. Elizabeth Banks is kind of the head of this right now. Nothing else has really come out about it, although we know we're just going to get it. So what do you think?
Well, I didn't mind the first reboot.
Oh, the Cameron Diaz one?
I did not like the sequel for that one.
Full Throttle or whatever it was. I don't know. I almost said the Charlie's Angels Reloaded.
The one where they're jumping like 50 feet in the air and punching people and throwing them across the room.
Yeah, the style, didn't McG, the guy, Terminator Salvation director, he did that movie. McG has a very specific style, and it was very.
Shia LaBeouf was in it.
Shia LaBeouf? Oh yeah, he was, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Oh my goodness! And Bill Murray played Charlie, didn't he?
No, he was Bosley, but they got rid of him and got Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac was Bosley, and then Bill Murray was Charlie.
No, Bill Murray was the original Bosley. They didn't bring him back because there's actually a huge feud between him
and Lucy Liu. Yeah, because he said, I like all of you except for that girl. That girl can't act. Seriously, I'm not joking with you. You can't act. I don't like you. He said something like that.
And they got big fights on the scene, so they didn't bring him back for a second one. They got the late great Bernie Mac to fill in for Bosley.
Yeah, but it's been so long since I've seen the movie. Well, how do you think it would be now if they did it?
It would probably be like a straight up comedy film, and if they could push it right, maybe they'd get kind of like 21 Jump Street territory.
Yeah.
Where it's a comedy, but it's still got some pretty good action, and it's got some pretty good
It's got still kind of a story to it.
A story to it, but it's a good movie. I mean, good acting. It's gonna be pretty funny.
I don't know.
Emma Stone, man. Emma Stone was.
So that was my next question. Who would you want to be in it?
Emma Stone's one of them.
I think she could do the Cameron Diaz role.
Because she's funny.
More like the Drew Barrymore.
Kat Dennings probably be one too.
She would definitely be probably the Cameron Diaz role.
And I spot what I'm going to think of right now.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Lucy Liu's
Okay, it's
character.
probably going to be it's probably what's the other one?
Rihanna.
No, not Melissa McCartney. What's her cousin? Yeah, Melissa McCartney.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be.
Oh yeah, Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, Kristen Wiig. It's probably going to be Silver Long.
It's gonna be like the Ghostbusters thing.
Yeah.
That's the two routes we can go. We can go like 21 Jump Street, where it was a really good reboot, really fresh, really original.
But
or we can go the new Ghostbusters film, where it's just not very good.
And push an R rating on this film.
Oh yeah,
make it a comedy. Push an R rating.
It's gonna be an R rating. It's gonna be a lot of women doing raunchy things because we haven't seen enough of that lately, have we?
I know it's good action, good fighting, good kind of spy work. I mean, because I want 21 Jump Street here. I love that film.
But that's the problem. Every one of these. Oh look, Mr. Kenny Loggins is back, taking us to Danger Zone. Ooh, I love that. But I mean, that's a big problem. Is to whenever something like that is successful,
they'll try to emulate it.
Yeah, people try to emulate it so much that everything becomes it. I heard Baywatch is just like 21 Jump Street, and that kind of even though that seems kind of good, it's like it's going to get old after a while.
See, what I'm going to see here is they're probably going to do a crossover between the two because I think Sony's got Baywatch.
Oof.
So I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing like a crossover between 21 Jump Street and like Baywatch.
But are you cool with every like kind of old television show being turned into the same tone as 21 Jump Street? Is that going to get old to you after a while? Because I feel like it's going to get old to me.
Well, I mean, I don't mind it because even the reboot of Charlie's Film is like even partially a comedy film.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see some differentiation. Like Fox, as much as they've had like sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss. At least they take chances with like some of their franchises. They do different things. Like, I mean, the fact that X-Men Origins Wolverine and Logan are in the same universe are like mind-boggling to me. Like Deadpool and Logan are the same universe basically. X-Men Origins is a terrible example. But, I mean, I want to see that my differentiation between that. Granted, you don't have to have, like, dark and gritty serious, because I'm sick of that, but...
I just want to watch this and laugh, man. That's all I want to do.
Which is good. I think we could do something really cool with that. But, I mean, guys, let us know again on Facebook if you have any opinions on this.
Dang, it's raining right now, man.
It's really raining right now.
I guess I'm not going for a walk after this.
Guess you're not... Well, you might. You just have to be indoors. Oh, wow. It's hailing, too.
Oh, no, I just planted my pomegranates, too.
Oh, no. Speaking about pomegranates, the Justice League movie has been handed over to Mr. Joss Whedon himself. And I believe I misspelled it on the card right here, so you got to watch out. It's Whedon with an O and not Whedon with an E.
I heard, like, it's a family tragedy
sorry, Joss Whedon.
Yeah. It's a family tragedy for Zack Snyder.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very horrible thing that happened to Zack Snyder. His daughter committed suicide, and he's taken some time to spend with his family, and he handed over the reins to Justice League to Mr. Joss Whedon himself.
Oh, yeah.
And because Joss Whedon, as we know, is working on...
He's a humongous jerk, too.
Joss Whedon?
Yeah, he's a massive jerk, yeah. He's not a nice guy.
I heard he was a nice guy.
I heard he was not a nice guy, and I've seen some stuff he puts on the internet. He's not a nice guy.
Oh, well...
Yeah.
Well, regardless, he has the movie now, and as we know, he's a very good writer. He did the Avengers films, Avengers and Age of Ultron, and it's horrible what happened to Zack Snyder. You know, as much as we give him hate, our hearts and prayers go out to him and his family. But I mean, this is probably the best guy that could be handling this right now is Joss Whedon, because he knows how to handle this stuff.
I mean, large crossover superhero films. He's already done it twice.
Yeah, I know, he's so good at this.
He did the crossover for Angel and Buffy too.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be a crossover. I think it's going to be more.
Well, this is a crossover, man. It's a crossover for all these different DC franchises.
I'm saying, like, I thought you meant like Avengers going into this.
No, I'm talking about like crossover. Like you got the Batman. Well, it's not even crossover because they've already crossed over for this Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who crossed over on that?
Batman and Wonder Woman, even though they kind of premiered there, I guess. Okay.
I thought you were talking about like crossovers in the sense of like directors crossing.
No, how are you not getting? How are you not understanding?
Oh, like crossovers as far as like characters go.
Because no one's ever done it.
That's called ensembles.
Joss Whedon's the first one to do this.
Yeah.
But actually handle it.
Yeah, and he's done big ensemble pieces like this. I think he's probably the best thing that this movie could get. Granted, it comes from a terrible circumstance, but yeah, it's really rough. But yeah, Joss, good luck to you, and Zach, we're thinking about you. But on to the last story right here, and I think we all know what this one is. It's everybody's favorite,
Star Wars.
Star Wars! Yay!
Oh, is that the
Star
picture?
Wars Episode 8. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars.
Is that a picture from it?
It sure is. It's Star Wars Episode 8. Here's a set photo.
What's that little guy? I want that.
I don't know. That's the creature designer right there, I believe. And this is our casino world right here. And whoa, it is coming down right now.
How much you bet?
For those that can't see it, it's just like it's magnificently hailing right now. And I don't know if you can hear it in the microphone, but oh my goodness!
Everything I planned today is pretty much dead.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But hopefully we won't get dead driving home in this, man. Oh my goodness!
I can still go for a walk though, so.
But just keep talking about this because they don't care. This is a casino planet that they have right here.
Okay, how much you bet there's a guy running this? He's going to be friends with somebody that he's going to show up. He's going to be kind of sketchy, and he's going to betray them and try to help them at the end.
I hope not. That's Lando.
Yeah, what? That's Lando. Hold on a minute. Wait, you don't think they're going to like rehash the old Star Wars films, do you?
Oh no! What? Oh come on!
I remember Lando. You remember Lando? I remember
Lando, but this time I think it's gonna be played by new character number 1, which is being played by Laura Dern from Jurassic Park. She has pink hair, and she's an admiral, I think. I think she might be in charge of this. I don't know. Or maybe she's just an admiral in the Resistance. I don't know. That's what my initial thought when they showed her picture. I think she's in charge of this because she looks kind of like flamboyant and beautiful and kind of like all up and whimsical and stuff. But I mean, this looks interesting. But yeah, this is definitely Cloud City. This is definitely Cloud City, but different. But different. And yeah, and I mean, it looks cool. It looks like these two are connected in a certain way, but I don't think they are. We talked about that. It looks kind of like their hair is a different way. But I mean, yeah, this looks interesting. There were some other ones like with Mark Hamill and a lot of Carrie Fisher too. Carrie Fisher was in some photo with Mark Hamill and the director Ryan Johnson. I think we have a photo of that. Yeah, and there's Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher kind of embracing. That's a beautiful photo of them all.
That guy was purple like one of those berries from South Park.
Oh yeah. Member Berries.
Member Berries.
But, yeah, this is the photo I'm referring to.
Oh, that's the photo.
Carrie Fisher, Kathleen Kennedy, and Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson himself.
Ryan Johnson. I'm very excited to see what he does with this franchise. But I mean, that's just an awesome photo to see. Princess Leia and Luke.
And somebody's dog. You didn't feel that dog?
That's Mark Hamill's daughter's dog.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's Gary Fisher over there. And here's Poe.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really pegging down the Han Solo stuff with Poe right now. But and Billy Lord, Carrie Fisher's daughter. It's a nice photo of them. I mean, a lot of great photos. And of course, Luke and Leia together. Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher, very close in real life, and also pretty close in this photograph because I think they're touching faces. That's pretty cool. And it's really sweet. Is
it a photo or is this drawing?
That's a photo.
Wow.
I believe Ann Leah took it. She took the Force Awakens photos. And there's a few like of Kylo Ren and some of the First Order people. Remember Captain Phasma, all 90 seconds from Episode 7. Domhnall Gleeson's character, what's his name, General Hux? I don't know.
I don't know, Grandma Tarkin, I can't remember.
He's basically Grandma Tarkin, yeah. It's weird how like these are. Yeah, here's new character number 1, and here Admiral something starts with a V. Laura Dern from Jurassic Park plays her. I think she has something to do with this casino world, or maybe she's just a admiral in the Resistance. I think. IDK, my BFF Jill. And here's another character with Benicio del Toro.
Oh no way.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro.
Except the werewolf guy.
Werewolf guy.
Yeah, the Wolf Man.
I don't know.
Oh, so do you think he runs the planet?
No, he might. He looks kind of like he looks like the Scotty right now, like the Scotty from Star Trek. His character's called DJ.
DJ.
I think he's probably
he's a collector of things, isn't he?
A collector or a drunkard or something like that. Oh, he's not the Guardians of the Galaxy collector thing.
Okay, no.
You'll drop little subtle hints. He has that face he has in every single movie where he kind of looks drunk, or he might be
drunk. He does look drunk.
And I think that might be his character. And of course, Luke and Rey together on the planet. And it's come out. This is the plot to Luke. Slight spoilers for Episode 8 on this.
He's nuts. He's living out there in the wild by himself.
He's looking for the first Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
And it's on a planet that I don't know the name of, but that's kind of like his story in this one, I guess, or that was his story. I don't know what's going to be into this one, but I'm really interested. But guys, if you have any opinions on this or have anything to say, please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would love to hear what you guys think. But we're going to take a really quick break. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about alien creature films.
And we're excluding all films that have anything to do with the franchise or space epic.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, well, there's a few from a franchise in there. I guess.
I'm talking about like franchise, like Guardians of the Galaxy and.
Yeah, I get you. I think one of them's still a franchise, but I think we'll still include it because it's about the movie we were talking about this week. But we'll be right back, guys. So stay with us.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
Makes me want to crunk in 2002. Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I'm Tyler, haven't changed any. And I got a handful of hail right here that pelted.
So this is the stuff that was coming down right now. It was these little pellets of ice coming down. And it scared us so much because it got getting louder and louder. it just kept going.
Yeah,
like it was coming down.
I'm playing the pomegranates today, and I think they're dead.
I just got a new car, and I don't want the windshield to get cracked.
I'm more worried about my pomegranates than worried about your car.
Oh, well, good to know, buddy.
I don't care about your Monte Carlo.
Honesty!
Don't care about your Monte Carlo.
Oh, speaking about Monte Carlo, time for our weekly segment.
Oh. Alien
movies. Not as far as like the Alien franchise movies, but we're talking about alien creature films.
We're excluding epics like Star Wars, Star Trek, and Flash Gordon, and those type of films. You know where I'm going at with this.
Yeah, kind of like, I mean, there is like, I think the first one is part of a franchise now. I think it's pretty safe to say.
A crossover franchise like superhero or.
Oh, well, I mean.
Superman.
But we included this first one. But why don't you take the first one, buddy?
Alien from 1979?
Yep.
Yeah, 79. Yeah, it's about a alien that hatches out of an egg and stretches to a guy's face and then leaves an egg in there that bursts out of his chest.
Yeah, it's so simple, too.
Yeah, so simple. It's like one of those wasps.
Yep, one of those wasps.
Yeah, wasp does that.
A wasp does that?
It does that to caterpillars.
Oh, for real?
No, I'm not lying. It does. That's what they based the character, that alien off of, was a parasitic wasp.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And I mean, the simplicity of the story is basically a slasher movie in space.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's so great. It still holds up to this day.
Because, you know, slashers, you can still like, oh, that guy's crazy. When you see the alien, you're like, what is it thinking? Why is it
doing? It's a big dumb animal that just wants to kill.
Yeah.
And that's what made it so great, is just to see something that simple, and they kind of messed it up when they tried to explain it when when it turned into a franchise. But
they didn't even explain it. They had no explanation.
Which will come later.
Still too many questions.
Yeah, but yeah, the Alien movie. You have anything else to say about it?
That's about it.
All right. Well, number 2 is one of my personal favorites. Is The Iron Giant. Ooh. The Iron Giant is a very underappreciated masterpiece from Mr. Brad Bird himself. He's the man that did Incredibles. He did Mission Impossibles. In Mission Impossible, what was it? I wanted to say Rogue One, but it's not it. Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol. That's
WALL-E.
It. No, he did WALL-E too. Yeah.
He did Tomorrowland.
He did Tomorrowland. Well, let's not include that one.
Let's do The Incredibles.
I already said The Incredibles.
Okay, I'll make sure it's the.
Well, I mean, he's had a lot of success in franchises that are animated.
And it actually launched a career for Mr. Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, no, Vin Diesel, early Vin Diesel role as the robot.
Yes.
And this movie is so so heartfelt. So.
In fact, I remember it's got Jennifer Aniston in it too.
I think Jennifer Aniston is in it.
What's the? That's the guy's name used in the commercials. The guy from Louisiana, the singer.
That really narrows it down, man.
Gosh.
I don't know. You think about it? Is it the Collective Soul guy?
No, he's not Collective Soul guy.
Oh, no. Okay, but yeah, this movie is very heartfelt. It's very sweet. Basically, if you don't know the story, the Iron Giant here comes from a distant planet, and he's full of atomic bombs, I think, right?
No, weapons.
Weapons. He's full of weapons, and like he's basically a walking bomb. And this little boy befriends him, and everybody's scared of the Iron Giant. And he befriends
eats metal.
Yeah, he eats metal.
It's based off a children's book.
Yeah, and it's great. If you haven't seen it, it's a 1999 movie. It's great. Go see it. But if you want to. I can't tell you what to do. This is just my show. But why don't you take the next one?
Predator.
Okay, can you tell me some things about Predator?
Okay, it's about these aliens, and they're hunters. They love to hunt, they kill things, but they don't kill anything that's helpless. They want something strong and powerful to hunt, and they come to Earth, and well, they go to different planets, but they go to Earth every few years to hunt people in like the Bolivian jungle or somewhere. And they get caught up with these commandos. And believe it or not, it's Bill Paxton's in it. Bill Paxton's actually been killed by a predator, an alien, and a Terminator.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
And Arnold Schwarzenegger's leading the team. I think he's got Jesse Ventura in it.
Yeah.
I think they all die.
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers is in it. They all die.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on the radio, but son of a titch.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then there's it hunts them, and they're trying to fight back and kill it, and then it's just, and then I think that's about the plot of the film.
It's really simple. Like some of the best ones are like very simplistic plots.
And he just kind of starts hunting the alien.
Yeah, and it's great. It's kind of like Alien on Earth, but with like army people that have guns and stuff.
And I think they eventually, I think it's a draw. At the end, it's a draw, I think.
Yeah. Come on!
He blows himself up.
Come on, get to the chopper! Yeah. But on to another one. This one is kind of the epitome of extraterrestrial films.
I hate this film. I absolutely
I don't know why you hate it. E.T.
Can't stand
the Extraterrestrial. E.T. is the Steven Spielberg film that kind of revolutionized the whole genre of films. Space Jesus?
Yeah.
Who's Steven Spielberg or E.T.?
E.T.
Why is he Space Jesus? That's Superman, don't you know?
And then he died. He dies, comes to life 3 days later.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's in the film.
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen this film, but from what I remember, this film is a beautiful masterpiece from Steven Spielberg himself. Beautiful creature design, good acting. The little boy that plays Elliot.
It's boring.
What?
It's boring.
It's not boring.
Cannot stand
it. What? Alien Covenant get you excited? Well, like, come on.
I cannot do it. It's such a boring movie.
I think it's great. I think this movie is great.
Goes around
early Drew Barrymore performance.
Eats Reese's Pieces.
And it's the best product placement that's ever been in the film.
Yeah.
But
Dr. Pepper,
I mean,
Reese's Pieces.
yeah, everything about this movie is just is great. The score is probably my favorite part. John Williams' score. He can make you feel any way he wants to. And if you want to watch a funny video, there's a video online of the last scene in E.T. Without John Williams' score, completely different. But
was it better? Was it actually good?
No, it was not better. It was really weird. It was them staring at E.T. walking away, and it wasn't the do 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 do. I gotta stop before we get shut down with copyrights. But and then it was basically just the kids waving like this, and E.T. kind of going.
Should have put like Guns N' Roses' November Rain in there.
That's more kind of like something they would do in Terminator 2.
Yeah. Cold November Rain.
Why did they never make a sequel to this?
Because I think they tried. I think it never got off the ground.
Oh yeah. Well, E.T. definitely got off the ground.
I think it's supposed to explain that he was actually.
There we go.
He's actually marooned on the planet because he's a criminal back on his own planet. He's a murderer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, E.T. Yeah.
Oh well. Speaking about murders, why don't you talk about the next one?
Close Encounters. Was it the third
kind? It's the 19th kind.
The third kind. It was actually pretty good. He's got who was it? Richard Dreyfuss.
I believe so.
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss. It was a pretty good film. It was about like
the first Spielberg movie.
It's one about the whole the music.
The music?
Yeah.
Explain to the people haven't seen Close Encounters.
He learned when you play the ship flashes lights and plays music, and that's how they communicate. And Richard Dreyfuss kind of like learns it, I think, and he plays it on his little keyboard, something like that, and he can communicates with the aliens. And I think eventually they land. He goes up with them into space.
Oh, well, look at that!
Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss finally made it.
That's the plot, isn't it? Is that not the plot? That's it. That's the keyboard. It's amazing how the aliens had synesthesia back then.
Synesthesia?
Yeah, that program that allows you to play keyboards on a computer.
I know, that's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's pretty amazing. I really enjoy it. That's where we actually got the technology from.
I know. It's great. It's based on a true story.
Based on absolute true story.
We've been talking about some good ones.
Let's talk about some bad ones.
I think there's some bad ones out there. So I'm going to take the first one if you don't mind.
Because I never saw it.
So we all know E.T. E.T. is one of the classic movies of all time. But there's another one that came out in recent years that is kind of a discount E.T., I call it. It's called Earth to Echo.
Okay, and it's not the one you're thinking about either, not the other discount E.T.
The other discount E.T.? I think that's on this list too.
That's coming up too.
But Earth to Echo is basically the same story as E.T. This alien arrives on Earth. These kids befriend it, and now it's got to get back home, and the kids got to help them. And yeah, this movie feels very weak. If I was a movie strength-wise, this would be me because I'm so weak, and all my jokes are so weak. And I'm just weak. I'm lonely.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going at with this.
I don't know either. I'm
Yeah,
going here.
You failed on this joke. Okay.
I feel in life.
Okay.
But yeah, this movie's not very good. It's very boring, I guess. Like this is the epitome of boring. It's not E.T. boring where like things are good. This is boring as in things are bad. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. There's not a whole lot to say about this movie. Earth to Echo sucks. But why don't you take the next one?
Dreamcatcher. It's actually a good film.
Okay, so I don't think this is a good film.
It's a Stephen King novel, and it's about some friends, which all his film is about some camaraderie with some friends with psychic powers.
Yeah.
And they got a friend who's disabled, but he's got an alien in him, and the alien's there to stop that evil alien, and the alien gives them powers, and then the evil aliens can also possess people, and they're going to invade the Earth, and it's up to them to stop them. And when their friends gets possessed, and using his powers in his mind, he's able to block it out from, in fact, fully controlling him.
Okay, so this is directed by Lawrence Kasdan, the man that wrote Empire Strikes Back and The Force Awakens.
But he's not really good with directing. I've heard
No,
about
he's
that.
not. No, he's not.
I mean, it's a wonderful plot. It had some good acting in it.
Yeah, but direction wasn't there. And I mean,
Stephen King fans.
Stephen
King fans. I was about the Things. Call them Things.
Yeah. Stephen Steen. Okay.
They call them Things because they're King fans. Things.
Oh.
And or Fangs. What sounds better? Fangs.
People.
Okay, people in general. They really love. I mean, it's a classic for Stephen King film collectors.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Stephen King novels haven't had the best history of like coming to screen. There's a few that shine, and there's a lot that don't. But yeah, here's another one that doesn't shine. Definitely. It's Mr. Howard the Duck himself.
George Lucas.
George Lucas produced this movie. I don't know who directed it.
It's probably their only film.
Yeah, probably never got another film after this. And from this picture, it's a little hazy. It goes film, so I don't know. But Howard the Duck appears in his first film. He has a animatronic kind of suit kind of thing, and yeah, it's really, really weird.
It's a little.
He plays the guitar in one part, and like he does the Michael Jackson lean. George Lucas makes a short appearance in the film. It's bizarre, and it's not. Yeah, it's crippled that franchise of Howard the Duck from being anywhere else in the well, not in the Marvel. He was revived. I think you like that girl, don't you, Andrew?
He was actually revived for the Guardians of the Galaxy. They brought him back for Guardians of the Galaxy films.
They brought him back for Guardians of the Galaxy, but it crippled the chance of Howard the Duck ever having a film ever again by himself.
And really hurt the early Marvel film franchise.
Yeah, I know. It was not helping.
Followed by the horrible Punisher film.
Yeah, and they were not in a good state back then, but Howard the Duck especially. Besides, that female's face, I don't think we're in good shape. But
yes.
Why don't you talk about the next one we got right here?
Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
Okay. Tell people about it a little bit more.
It's the sequel to Alien vs. Predator, and on this one there's a alien predator hybrid that's on Earth, and the aliens come down to fight, and it's just not a good film.
Oh yeah?
There's so much CGI, so much that's the joy about with Predator and Alien. There's people in suits, but this was no suits. Just got terrible acting. They had some subplots that never got. And it wasn't even about them. It was just some kids trying to get out of town.
Yeah.
That's the whole plot of the film. It's just that alien predator fighting in the background. They're trying to get out of town.
Oh wow, doesn't sound good at all. I've never seen it.
Before the bomb goes off, because they're apparently going to nuke the town.
Oh wow, that seems more interesting than Alien and Predator fighting, doesn't it?
Oh, it was just so terrible. It was just a horrible, horrible film.
Okay, well, I think
it's the worst in both the series.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it's by both the film.
It's like a film franchise that doesn't have a whole lot of good films. Yeah, but I think the last one, I think this is the one we kind of alluded to before that. It's a film called Mac and Me. Mac and Me is a John Landis film. Who directed, by the way, John Landis directed Blues Brothers.
This is the king of bad films and knockoffs.
This is a total ripoff of E.T., and I think the clip that we have speaks for itself. I think, could you play the clip for us?
The Paul Rudd clip.
Paul Rudd plays this whenever he's on Conan.
Yes, he's like, here's a picture from
this clip right here. This is an actual clip from the movie. Yeah. This kid's in a wheelchair, and this happens in the movie. And it's just glorious. Oh no, it breaks.
Yeah.
No! Stop motion, animatronics. All right, yeah, so that's that clip. I think that clip speaks for itself.
Yes,
but,
that's probably the most famous part of this entire film.
It's the most interesting part of the film. But guys, thank you so much for watching so far. If you have any opinions on anything we've talked about,
and I actually have an extra shout out for a film that didn't make it to our list. It's called Born in the East LA, and it's about Cheech Marin and as he gets deported back to Mexico, and he's trying to, as an illegal alien, trying to get back to the United States.
Oh, well, look at that. Progressiveness.
He actually wrote a song for the movie, too. He actually sang it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's called Born in East LA, and it's actually a parody of Born in the USA.
Oh, wow. He's like a Manny Pacquiao as an actor. He sings his own theme songs.
Yes, his own theme song.
Oh, guys, thank you so much. If you have any opinions on this, please comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would love to hear what you guys have to say. We're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about that movie where the scary things from the 1970s come out, and not John Travolta. Alien Covenant. We'll be right back.
None of my questions were answered.
Hi, my name is Renee Martinez, and I am the Summer Bridge Coordinator for Nash Community College. The Summer Bridge is a 3-week program in which incoming freshmen will take ACA 122, which is our college success course, and PED 110, which is Fit and Well for Life. The students will also take an English and math seminar to refresh their skills in those particular areas so that they're ready to go for their college classes in the fall. The class will be from July 10th to the July 28th, and we will have registration beginning in April. If you would like more information, you can contact me at crmartinez699@nashcc.edu. We look forward to seeing you in July.
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Welcome back to the Big Bang Cinema. My name is something Isaac.
And I am Tyler, and today...
Guys, this is carbonated water. Thank you guys so much for watching so far. We really do appreciate it. I think it's time for our weekly movie review, which is, Tyler, why don't you tell them?
Alien Covenant, the prequel to Prometheus.
And the sequel to Prometheus, the prequel to Alien.
Okay, I'm really confused about this. I don't know, man. It's really confusing.
Prequel, pre means before.
No, I'm talking not that. I'm confused about what's going on in the series.
Okay, so for those that don't know, Alien Covenant is the newest movie from director Ridley Scott, who directed the original Alien film back in 1979.
And my favorite film, Blade Runner.
Yeah, and what's your favorite film?
One of my favorite films.
One of your favorite films.
My top 5.
We'll talk about that again one day.
Okay.
But, acclaimed director Ridley Scott has come back to the franchise that kind of made him famous. And before this, for those that have never seen Prometheus, Prometheus kind of ended in a certain way. I won't spoil it for you, but it ties into this film a little bit. Alien Covenant is about a crew on the ship called the Covenant trying to go start a colony on this planet. And when they do, it doesn't really turn out the way they wanted it to.
Nope. Not at all.
So Tyler, what did you think about Alien Covenant?
It was really gruesome.
It was really gruesome. As far as story, writing elements of it, or like kind of like just scene-wise?
Scene-wise, gruesome. And it had some really interesting parts to it. Like I like the whole. I like Michael Fassbender. To me, was really good.
Fassbender.
Because he returned to play the character of David.
Well, I think that Michael Fassbender is probably the best part of this movie. He plays a dual part. This is slight spoilers. It's not really. I think that's pretty obvious. I think
if you've seen the trailer, it's obvious.
I don't know if they've shown it in the trailer.
Yeah, they show both of him in the trailer.
But David from Prometheus makes an appearance in this film.
And they actually have a new android.
And his name's Walter.
He's an upgraded android.
And the whole premise of that is kind of the David robots were a little bit too human for people.
They were nuts. They were nuts.
And they started getting self-aware, so they took that kind of the human elements, like the ability to create out of the robots. And that's who Michael Fassbender, the new android Walter, is. Which doesn't really make sense, because in the Alien movie, which takes place after this, the android goes nuts. And it's updated from Walter. Like, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Well, because he was pretending, he had to pretend to be one of the crew members.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the android that goes nuts kind of thing.
Well, he wasn't nuts. He was doing the original film. He was doing what he was programmed to do. He was supposed to test how deadly the alien is on the crew members.
Yeah, I mean, but still, I mean, it's kind of like he's
following orders. He's following orders.
It kind of mirrors things that happen in Alien.
See, but David's not following any orders.
Yeah, David's going on his own guff. And,
he's rogue and he's crazy.
But yeah, Michael Fassbender is definitely the best performance in this film. Strongest character. And let's talk about some things we liked. What did you like about this film?
I liked seeing the home world. I liked the way the planet looked.
Yeah, you liked the way the planet.
I liked the whole architecture set in the film. I liked the artwork. The whole
production design.
Yeah, the production design was beautiful. I liked the whole way the ship was set up. That was pretty interesting too. And I liked the way they kind of recycled Mother in from the original series. Mother, the CPU computer. And I liked, I thought Billy Crudup was pretty interesting.
Yeah, and Billy Crudup plays one of the crew members in there.
Yeah, he's the new captain.
No, don't, we're not there. We're not yet there. You have a bad habit of dropping spoilers before we go into spoilers.
Oh, it's not even a spoiler, but it's on the cast for the film.
No, we don't get in that yet.
I'm about to say that it was...
No, don't say it. No, put the spoiler banner up, then you can say it.
Okay.
Can we put the spoiler up? There we go.
Kenny Powers was in this movie.
Who?
Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers?
Kenny Powers.
Who's Kenny Powers?
Oh, what was his name in real life? I always called Kenny Powers. James Franco's friend.
Oh, Danny McBride?
Danny McBride is in it.
Yeah,
Kenny Powers.
That's why I thought you were going to, because the reason Billy Crudup is the new captain is because James Franco plays the captain. He's billed as the captain, but he dies within 5 minutes of this movie without saying a word of dialogue.
Yeah, boiled birds. It's gone.
Yeah, like he's in a sleep capsule and he catches on fire.
No alien involved either. Just dead.
Yeah,
accident, dead.
It's like straight at the beginning of the movie. There's like a turbulence thing, and then he dies, and you see a flashback of him like on a television screen talking to his wife.
So I got the biggest question about this entire film was he in it because Danny McBride was in it, or was Danny McBride in it because James Franco was in it?
I don't know. I think Danny McBride got asked by Ridley Scott. I don't think it was in there because of that.
I know he was in there because one of them was in there because the other one was in the film. I know that. That's why.
I think James Franco.
They're really close friends in real life.
I think Danny McBride actually got asked to be in the film, like by Ridley Scott, because he's been in interviews talking about that. I think James Franco was kind of tacked on a little bit.
I want to be in this movie. This movie.
Danny McBride is a huge fan of this franchise.
Yes.
So, I mean.
It's probably saying, James Franco's like, "You're Danny, I want to be in that movie, man."
I know, I can't get blown up in the first 5 minutes.
I want to be in this movie.
I need a paycheck.
So he definitely dipped his pen in Company Ink, and he got part in the film.
Yeah, but did you say that?
No, I made a quote from him from another film.
Oh yeah, but the production design is beautiful. Ridley Scott has a really good kind of mindset as far as going to.
The man's an artist.
Man is a definite artist. I mean, he makes worlds. The world looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And and that the production design, some of the
because it looked like Earth, but the way you could tell it just wasn't Earth.
Yeah, and some of the scenes.
See, look at that. That's.
And since we have
the white room. With
since we have the spoiler banner up too, the engineer's world looks really nice too. Like the engineer's palace kind of thing.
Oh, it's beautiful. The city. It's
the whole city looks great. When time to go to some of the problems with this movie. Let's do non-spoiler ones real quick. So let's take the spoiler banner off real quick.
This was confusing.
There's no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Let's talk about some bad things.
Okay.
Story is all over the place.
Yeah.
The story is definitely frustrating. Like for those that have saw Prometheus, know that Prometheus had a lot of story elements that were really big issues. It was written by Damon Lindelof, who wrote the last episode of Lost, which is one of the most criticized of all the Lost episodes. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And he wrote Prometheus. and Prometheus has a lot of story elements that don't really add up, that don't really make sense, and don't really have any payoff. It's a lot of setup. It's all setup, and no payoff. It's really confusing, doesn't lead to anything. Elements from Prometheus are carried over here without spoiling anything, but they still don't answer things. You don't really get the payoff of it. They do a little bit, but it's not really.
Well, I mean, it's an origin story.
It's an origin story, but the origin stuff doesn't make any sense. Like the certain things, we'll talk about that in a minute when we go into spoilers. But just not spoiling anything. Just the elements that they use to try to tell you how the xenomorphs came to be doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't add up. And I'll tell you why in a minute. If we can go ahead and put the spoiler banner up, because it's kind of hard to talk about this with it not talking about spoilers. So David is on the Prometheus ship with Elizabeth Shaw, and she's in cryosleep, basically. And they go to the engineer's planet. He kills all the engineers with the black goo.
It's not part of the business. He's doing chronological order.
Yeah, I mean, like this.
It's chronological order,
yeah.
like, because you kind of find out toward the end that this actually
you find out during the middle of the film
that he did that. He's a murdering psychopath.
Yeah, well, David rescues the whole Covenant crew, who, by the way, doesn't even wear helmets out in the open planet, which really frustrated me. And they run onto the Prometheus ship, and this is the first time they know that life exists outside of Earth.
Well, no, yeah. Well, that one.
Like they have not heard anything from the Prometheus. They just know the Prometheus went to go look for life, and they never got heard from again. They don't know aliens exist. They just know this is the first time they're ever seeing anything.
Oh, cool! Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they go, "Wow, an alien ship," and that's how they react.
What's that doing out here on this alien planet?
And let's go in here and scratch this thing.
And they're looking around. Oh, check that out. That's a badge in English. Oh, it's the same company we work for. Oh, look, I remember her. That's Elizabeth Shaw. Yeah, she just appeared 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. It's like the characters are unrulingly stupid in this. And they touch things. They make a mash.
Look at this stuff. Spray me right in the face. What does this thing do?
And then they did have different forms of xenomorphs. Not really xenomorphs. Kind of. You have some cool, gruesome scenes. That's probably one of the best scenes in the movie, besides the crappy CGI xenomorph type thing that was on the ground. But David killed all the engineers. This is revealed about halfway through the movie, because they go to this cityscape after David rescues the crew from this xenomorph-looking thing, and they take him to the city. It looks like Pompeii, and that's kind of like the basis of what this is. It's basically
a necropolis.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a volcano went through there, and it's like bodies frozen in time, and they're all dead. And it flashes back to that scene of him killing them all. And I think most of the effects budget went to that. Yeah. Because later on in the film, the xenomorphs don't look so good. And some of them do, some of them don't. But he killed all of them, and he's been doing experiments for years. And this is a big problem I have. The black goo is supposed to have a living host in order to get these...
And everything on the planet's dead.
Yeah, everybody on the planet's dead. The only person he has alive is Shaw. And granted, again, spoilers, he does kill Shaw off screen, which is really disappointing. Shaw's just laying there on the table, and he experimented on Shaw, but he can only do so much. He can only experiment one time on her. Yeah. But for some reason, he has like thousands of failed xenomorphs. But everyone on the planet's dead.
Yeah, everything on the planet's dead.
Who has he been experimenting on this whole time? Doesn't make any sense. And also, he said, "Yeah, I finally created it." He takes Billy Crudup down there as the captain. He's like, "I'm going to show you my creation," and it's the alien head crab eggs.
See, but this is one part about that film I don't get. He's already seen some nasty stuff going on this planet. He's like, "Go look in it. Look at this giant, creepy-looking alien egg." All right, why not? He just kind of walks right over there.
But it's also frustrating because, how could David make an egg like that? Like I can understand how he can make a creature for that, but how do you make an egg? Like, that comes from the queen alien. Like, what about the queen? Like, where is she at? And if you look in the Prometheus ship, there's a mural of the alien queen on there, which doesn't make any sense why that would be there if the alien hadn't already been created. But David can control them, and they have a fight with Walter, who lost his hand, and one of the robots
pretty
go
cool
out.
Fight scene, though.
It's a pretty cool fight scene. Again, it's the best part of the movie, and they make out with each other, which is really weird.
He tries. I don't know.
It's not really making. It's not like passionate make out. It's not like Jennifer's Body kind of make out.
Because one of them was really confused. Because he's
Walter's confused. David's into it.
Yeah, because Walter, he's pretty much straight up machine in this.
Yeah, and he's kind of in love with the main character Daniels. And they go off. The xenomorphs chasing them, and then Michael Fassbender does his robot run after David and Walter get in a fight, and David's kind of pinned down. He has a knife, and he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And it cuts away, and then who's running out? And it's been established earlier that David is different from Walter. Walter can heal from minor wounds. Like if he gets cut in the neck, his neck will heal. He's kind of like Wolverine. Yeah. And David can't. And this is what really poked out at me because, spoilers, David is posing as Walter now because
he
killed Walter. Yeah,
and he had the cuts on his face.
And they
never stapled them back together. It didn't heal back immediately.
Yep, and that's what kind of gave it away for me. But also, he gets stabbed in the throat with this nail that Daniels has, and stabs him in the neck. And later on, that hole's not there. Yeah. That's a continuity error. I think that was probably forms of reshoots that they did.
And I like the part where she stabs the nail, and he actually did the part from Blade Runner.
Oh yeah,
that's the spirit. You read the part where he gets in the nail. Yeah. Oh, that's the spirit.
And that's a nice little nod. And also, this last part's not a nod. It looks like it's from a completely different movie. It's a total rip-off of the original Alien. It's like that's what they originally wanted to do. They get the alien on the ship because one of the crew members had the face crab or the head crab on there, and it burst through his chest. And it's a shower scene when these guys get killed in the shower. It's kind of like it went from this kind of space opera down on the planet to we're the original Alien again, but newer. And it looked like a different movie, kind of. And of course, the alien gets sucked out of an airlock at the end, but it's got more CGI. It's bigger and better. You get smashed by a ship.
Now you get smashed by a giant backhoe.
Yeah, and then at the end, Danny McBride is like the only one still alive, and Daniels is still alive, and she asks David, who she thinks is Walter.
Well, okay, let's pull back at the very beginning of the film. She's married to James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco.
And then she promised him that she was going to build a cabin on the New World.
Yeah.
And he's died. She's upset, and she tells Walter. Walter's really sympathetic, and he goes.
He's in love with Daniels too.
Yeah, and he says I'll help you build the cabin. And he goes because you made the promise, and I'll help you with it. And at the very end, she's going to the cryopod. She's the last one to go to sleep, and then she's about to go to sleep. She goes, oh wait, Walter.
Yeah.
David. She goes, Walter, are you going to help me with, because I can't wait to help me with the cabin. He's like, he's confused, like he didn't know, he's a robot, he should remember this. And he's like, well, she goes, David, and he kind of agrees, he does like the British voice again, because Walter will sound like he's from the Midwest.
Walter. Yes.
And then he's like, he goes, night, night, and he shuts the whole pod off, and I was like, I saw that coming.
Yeah, I saw it coming too, except I was looking for the nail on the bottom of it. He also cracks a smile when the xenomorph's going through the ship too. I've seen that.
And then, like, when they push him out, you can't tell because he goes like this in his chair, and you don't know if it was like, crap, it's dead, or he was just like, or
that's a nice little touch.
Or he was just like, well, that was close, or oh no, it's dead, it's kind of.
But the little nail in his throat, like I was looking for that the whole time, like a little mark. It was not there.
But you could tell, like he was watching the camera, like he was testing this thing to see how well it would perform.
Yeah, and at the end, you get to see him go through all the colonists that are asleep and hypersleep, and now he's got we know how all the aliens were created because he pukes up some of the head crab things in the embryos next to all the frozen embryos, and now he's basically going to be doing experiments on all these people and make all these xenomorphs. Like when they get on the planet, they all burst out of the chest. Now we have a colony of them, and that's how they got there. You get all the
LV-22-3.
Yeah, but overall had some good elements to it. I thought it was really disappointing. We'd take spoilers off now. Overall, I think this was very disappointing. I think I had a lot of potential. Didn't really act on this. But,
build up. It didn't answer any of the big questions I had.
What do you give it?
Probably about a 6.8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm gonna give this a 5.5 out of 10. I was really disappointed with this. But guys, thank you so much. We're going right into it because I don't think we have too much more time. Let's talk a little bit about the original Alien from 1979.
Give me some facts about it.
Let's hear a little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay. She actually read for her part, and she got cast. Had no idea that she wasn't playing.
Ripley?
She was not playing Ripley at all. And then I think he had this is his breakthrough role. And the guy who actually played Alien disappeared. They know whatever happened. He disappeared right after the movie was made.
Oh wow!
Like he's gone. I think it's from like South Africa somewhere.
Yeah.
Really tall, slim guy disappeared. The apartment was still there, just he was not. He was gone. He's one of them unsolved missing persons.
Oh wow!
And the artist is an artist from Switzerland, H.R. Geiger, and he's the one that designed all the xenomorphs. Mm-hmm. And like a lot of the creature designs, it was his artwork, and he couldn't fax because this is like this mid to late 70s actually started production of the film. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't mail it because it was big poster boards. He had to fly to the filming. So he was on board. He got detained by by customs because it said his artwork and thing he had him was very disturbing. He was a security
hazard.
Yeah, so he got detained for a while. And that Ridley Scott had to come get him, and a lot of the films they changed a lot of design when he came there because originally the alien was going to have eyeballs.
Yeah.
Took the eyeballs out of the alien, like he thought it was creepy.
Yeah, but it's silly with the eyeballs, I think.
Yeah, took it out, make it feel like you make it soulless almost. And he actually had
Can't relate to it with no eyes.
Can't relate. It's just it's not even an animal, man. It's not. It's just nothing. It's a beast. And then the original burst alien, chest bursters was actually he brought in a giant turkey. A big raw turkey, and it was had like eyeballs and stuff like glued onto it, and little arms. And they're like, Ridley Scott says, you can't do that because there's no way this is going to burst out of a giant turkey is going to burst out of somebody's chest.
And also that scene was improvisational. Like the people, well, it wasn't really improvisational as far as writing, but the people in there, like Sigourney Weaver, the whole crew, it like they didn't know what was going to happen. I think that's true. It might be just kind of a fake Facebook thing, but like when the thing burst out of his chest, they didn't know what was going to come out of his chest, or they didn't know what was happening.
It was actually supposed to sing a musical number when it came out of his chest.
Oh, yeah. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my bright time gal. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any opinions on this whatsoever, please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We do appreciate it so much, you guys watching. And hey, if you leave a comment, whoever leaves the best comment this week, because we didn't get any comments last week.
Explain this movie in Prometheus to me.
Yeah.
And I will give you 1 point.
I'll give you a Big Bang Radio and Studio 67 gift bag that I showed you last week. So
my point's worth more than the gift bag.
If you can explain Prometheus and Alien Covenant that makes sense to us in the comments, we will give you that gift bag. But
and
guys,
you get a Tyler point, and Tyler points are very valuable.
In some countries.
Yes.
But guys, thank you so much for watching.
Next week in Canada.
I think we're going to go see this movie, right? We're going to see Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, wow. I'm excited for that.
That looks like money.
Javier Bardem.
That looks like money on screen, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Hopefully it's money.
It's like Jerry Bruckheimer's like this, going, counting his bags of money. Yeah, it's my money, my money.
My money! Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I am Johnny Deppman. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Stay lovely.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stairs. You know they just don't care. I can't take the smell. I can't take.